Hi Tubman, it's Mrs. Morell. I'm here today to introduce you to an inventor named Lewis Howard Latimer. Let's get started. This week we will read the biography of Lewis Howard Latimer. A biography is a story that tells about a person's life. Today we will learn who was Lewis H. Latimer. We will read to learn about Lewis Howard Latimer. Today I want you to take notes while we read. Pause the video, go get a paper and a pencil. Okay, on your paper I want you to write who did what and when. Pause the video and write who did what when. As we read today, you will be thinking about those three questions. Here's some vocabulary that we need to understand the biography. The first word is engineer. Say engineer. This person is an engineer. An engineer is a person who has scientific training, someone who goes to school and gets special training and who designs and builds complicated products, machines, systems, or structures. So this engineer has special science training and he knows how to build machines, systems, or structures. So the engineer might also work on buildings. The sentence is, an engineer works on. There are lots of things that engineers work on. I could say an engineer works on designing buildings. An engineer works on computers. An engineer works on machines. You think of something and say the sentence, an engineer works on. Say it out loud. Okay. Our next vocabulary term is mechanical drawing. Say mechanical drawing. Here's a picture of mechanical drawing. Mechanical drawing is drawing done by using special instruments like these right here. This, the triangles, special instruments that allow you to draw a machine, building, etc. in a very precise and accurate way. So you can make a very detailed drawing using special instruments. In a sentence, I could say, the engineer used mechanical drawing to draw plans to build a house. Okay, you say a sentence, the engineer used mechanical drawing to. Say it out loud. Next, draftsman, one person. Draftsmen, two or more people. Here's a picture of a draftsman. This is a person whose job is to make drawings that will be used to make machines, buildings, etc. So the draftsman draws the pictures, the plans to make machines and buildings. I could say the draftsman made drawings for the new machine. Think of how you could use draftsman in a sentence and say it out loud. Okay, so now we're going to read to learn who was Lewis H. Latimer. Remember that your job is to take notes while we read to answer the questions who, did what, and when. Okay. Oops, all right. So here's our biography, a story of a person's life. Lewis Howard Latimer biography. Inventor and engineer, 1848 to 1928. Please read this part here to yourself. Let's read it together. Lewis Howard Latimer, was an inventor and engineer. He helped with the invention of the light bulb and the telephone. Point to the picture that shows the light bulb. Point to the picture that shows the telephone. This is an old telephone. Read these two sentences to yourself. Let's read together. Lewis Howard Latimer was born in Massachusetts on September 4th, 1848. Here's Massachusetts in red. It's this state in the Northeast United States. His parents fled slavery. We remember from our Civil War unit about slavery. His parents fled. They ran away to escape slavery. Okay. Please read 1, 2, 3 sentences to yourself. Let's read together. Latimer learned mechanical drawing. He was a draftsman. Latimer worked closely with Thomas Edison and Alexander Graham Bell. We learned about Thomas Edison last week. What is Thomas Edison famous for inventing or innovating? Right, the light bulb. This, this is Alexander Graham Bell. Alexander Graham Bell. He is famous for inventing the telephone. Read these 2 sentences about Latimer. Let's read together. He made his own inventions too. He died in New York on December 11th, 1928. Okay. So while we were reading, I hope that you were taking notes. Who did what, when? You can always go back and watch the video again. Now I want you to say and write the answers to these questions. Read with me. Who was Lewis H. Latimer? You can use your notes to help you write it in a complete sentence. Lewis H. Latimer was. What did Latimer do in his life? Latimer. When did Latimer live? Latimer lived. Please pause the video to write down your answers to these questions. Use your notes from during the reading, and you can always go back and look at the text again. Okay. Thank you for reading about Lewis H. Latimer with me. Tomorrow, we will learn more about his childhood. From now, keep reading, stay safe, I miss you. Bye.